Alright, what's going on, guys? Today, probably going to be the shortest install video you ever see. We're going to be replacing the stock throttle position sensor with this sweet flying Miata setup. The first thing you're going to do is unbolt the stock one. I already have it unplugged because I'm running a Mega Squirt, and yeah, I was told to unplug it when I hooked up the Mega Squirt. Whether or not it needed to be, it is. So let's unbolt it. It seems like a 7mm socket works really good. Unfortunately, I can't find a 1/4-inch ratchet, so I'm going to use this 9/32 wrench instead. So what we're actually going to start by doing is removing the throttle body. There's 4 bolts on it. Okay, fairly painless. And the 2 bolts on the bottom and the 2 nuts on the top, 12mm, they are off. Could have started by taking the intake tubes off, but it's more work than I wanted to do originally, so I will do it now. Since my intake situation is such a disaster with the coolant reroute hitting the intake, if I try and pull it off, I think I'll be able just to get the throttle position sensor out by pulling this back and just sliding it past the valve cover. Now we can disconnect the throttle cable. You just want to line up the cable with the little groove right there and slide the pin out. There we go. And with that, the stock sensor is off. Now we can start putting on the Flying Miata one. The kit came with these 2 short screws and these 2 long ones. And you want to use the shorter ones on the adapter piece, and then the longer ones to hold the sensor onto this adapter. I'm going to leave this a little bit loose so I can line the sensor up, have the shaft perfectly centered in the hole. So the sensor is keyed, so is your old plug, so you want to make sure you plug it in the right way. One thing you're going to need to do that I forgot all about, because I did it a long time ago when I originally Mega Squirted my car, not knowing that the stock sensor wasn't variable. When I was doing research, the wires that plug into this, which I'm not going to unplug now, but the wires in this 3-pin connector down there, you should switch the outside 2. Cut them, unpin them, resolder them, whatever you need to do, switch them. And because the sensor looks like it's going to sit in, I'm going to plug it in before I mount it, because it'll be really hard to get at afterwards. Don't drop those. These bolts seem to be a 9/32, and these bolts are the same size as well. Now you can put everything back together. Slide your throttle body on. You need to rehook up your throttle cable, so pull it all the way wide open. Feed the wire back into the hole, and you're done. So now that you got your variable throttle position sensor all hooked up, you're probably excited for it to work, but it's not gonna. And in order to fix that, we're gonna have to go into the Mega Squirt. Inside of the Mega Squirt, you're going to want to put a jumper on these 2 pins, the ones that say variable throttle position sensor. After you get that done, you can plug back in the Megasquirt and head over to your computer to make sure that you did it right. Now that we've placed that jumper on our Megasquirts, we can go to Tools, Calibrate Throttle Position Sensor. With the throttle closed, click Get Current, and then push the throttle to the floor. Click Get Current again, and accept. And there you go. You're done. All that's left to do is take your car out for a rip.